Hello, and a warm welcome to our year-end Love Athletics show. Throughout the year, we bring you the latest highlights from our sport with expert input from different continental areas. In this special edition, we have asked athletes, journalists, and photographers to tell us what was their special moment of 2024. So let's take a look. Kenyan journalist James Wakabi is a huge lover of our sport. So here are his favorite moments of the year.
Thank you so much for having me, Anna, on your year-ending show as we look back at what's been a phenomenal 2024. So much has happened in this year. And you know what, Anna? I know you wanted me to pick just the one moment, but there's been so much athletics that have happened, and I love athletics way too much to just have the one. So I'm going to pick three, but I'm going to stay within your stipulated 2 minutes. So not to worry. Let's start with Kenya, where up until Paris, no Kenyan man or woman had ever gone on and won 2 Olympic gold medals at the same Olympics. Whether it's the great Kip Keino, whether it's Eliud Kipchoge, whether it's Vivian Cheruiyot, whether it's Faith Kipyegon, no man or woman had ever done it. Up stepped Beatrice Chebet, and you know what? Wonderful performance. Got 2 gold medals, 5,000 meters and 10,000 meters. Made history as a Kenyan. And I tell you what, she's a generational talent, but what makes it even more special for me is the fact that I had a chat with her before the Olympics, and I was trying to ask her, are you sure? Shouldn't you just concentrate on the one that you like, the 10,000 meters? But she was like, I am ready. I am going to go out there and give it her all. And boy, did she give it her all. She went ahead, won 2 gold medals, history made from a Kenyan angle. Now, moving on to Africa, where it was all about the schoolboy, Letsile Teboho. Now, Anna, this young man had such a tough year. Lost his mother early on in the year. He dusted himself up. He picked himself up and then went on to make history. First African man to win the Olympic 200 meters. 19.46 seconds. And not just winning. Look at the quality that he beat in that 200 meters. And I tell you what, so young, so much more is yet to come from Teboho. And let's finish off with at a global level, where my choice is really simple. Femke Bol. Why? The way she chased down those Americans in that mixed relay 4x4 in that anchor leg. The way she was able to pace herself, not panic, time her kick to perfection. And also just the shock on the Americans' faces. They couldn't believe what was happening, especially given that they'd set a world record only in the hits. But you know what? Femke Bol was having none of it. The way she executed, absolute perfection. Those, Anna, are my moments of the year.
Thank you, James. Beatrice Chebet indeed had a fantastic year. Letsile Tebogo made history, and Femke Bol, going from fourth to first when anchoring the 4x4 mixed relay, that was epic. Just across the border in Ethiopia, another TV journalist, Haile Xavier Adhanom, chose a special moment from the Paris Olympics as his favorite of the year.
Hi Anna, thank you for having me once again for your end of the year review. So 2024 is the year with a lot of actions, especially on athletics. Since it's an Olympic year, my favorite moment of 2024 will be the Paris 2024 Olympics. So my best moment of the year is Tamrat Tola's marathon victory. I know I may sound a little bit biased towards Ethiopia, but it's because I know the background history of how things were unfold. So remember, the Paris 2024 Olympics is all about repechage or second chance, and there is no better incident that culminate this situation. Remember, Tamrat was not on the original list of Team Ethiopia's marathon squad, and we have heard a lot of cries in terms of athletic selection for Team Ethiopia. So I can say that Team Ethiopia's camp was not quiet or not peaceful at it used to be or it should be because of this mess. So I think Tamrat is one of the guys who wants to be on the team, but unfortunately, because of the criteria, she was not part of it. But on a turn of events, in a good way, it is Sisai Lama who really demonstrates the true spirit of Olympism, because Sisai felt he have an injury, so he can feel that who is someone who can go for the Olympics and win something for his country. So he asked the Olympic Committee to be replaced by his good friend, and the result is what we saw. So that's second chance, that's reportage, that's the true spirit of Olympism. So for this, I go for Tamrat Tola's Olympic victory as the best moment of the 2024 in athletics for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Haile Xavier. Tamrat is indeed special. And you can check out the interviews that we did with him after his triumph in Paris and at the beginning of this month at the World Athletics Awards. Annabelle Rolnin, a French sports daily L'Equipe, is one of their top writers covering athletics. And here is her favorite moment of 2024.
Bonjour à tous et à toutes, je suis Annabelle Rolnin, journaliste à L'Equipe. Pour cette vidéo, j'ai choisi de vous parler d'un moment spécial pour une athlète, Sirena Samba Mayela, pour mon pays, la France, et puis pour moi aussi à titre personnel. Le 11 août dernier, Sirena Samba Mayela devenait vice-championne olympique du 100 mètres haies. C'est un moment qu'elle attendait depuis ses 17 ans. Et c'est un moment d'une tension incroyable parce qu'on sait que dans cette course, toutes les finalistes quasiment peuvent l'emporter. Il faut savoir que Sirena Samba Mayela, elle a eu le Covid peu de temps après son titre au championnat d'Europe de Rome en juin, que ça a beaucoup affaibli et qu'elle n'est pas encore revenue à 100% à Paris. Et dans cette course, elle est couloir 2, un peu à l'écart de la bagarre, mais elle est vraiment dans le coup. L'arrivée est super serrée, son public du Stade de France veut y croire, et à ce moment-là, moi je suis debout en tribune de presse, et j'attends. Je sais que je vais devoir écrire le meilleur article possible pour mettre en valeur la seule médaille de l'athlète français au dernier soir des Jeux. Sirena, je la suis depuis 5 ans maintenant. Ce que j'admire chez elle, c'est sa profonde détermination, c'est le calme qu'elle dégage et c'est aussi son expressivité quand elle gagne. Ça m'avait frappé à Belgrade, ça m'avait frappé à Rome et là c'était une explosion encore plus forte. Sauf que moi j'ai pas explosé, moi j'ai retenu une larme parce que je savais tout ce que cette médaille signifiait pour elle alors que c'était l'or qu'elle voulait et pas l'argent. Pour 1 centime, elle a eu l'argent. Sirena, c'est une athlète discrète, pudique, parle d'une voix douce, jusqu'à ce qu'elle se mette dans les starting blocks. Et là, c'est le feu. C'est le feu sous la glace, en fait, cette athlète. J'ai profité de sa victoire silencieusement, alors qu'autour de moi, vraiment, le stade était en feu. J'ai appelé Patricia Girard, qui a été médaillée au JO d'Atlanta sur le 100 mètres haies. Et c'est avec elle, en fait, dans les couloirs, que j'ai laissé aller mon émotion. Alors, je ne sais pas si j'ai écrit mon meilleur article de l'année, mais en tout cas, c'est un moment dont je me souviendrai toute ma vie.
That was truly an emotional moment for Sirena, managing to capture Olympic silver in spite of having gone down with COVID just after the European Championships in June and not having yet returned to full shape. In the hurdles, any one of the athletes can win, as we know. The race was very tight, but spectators was really wishing it to go as they would have loved. And for Annabelle, the challenge was to write the best possible article about an athlete whom she's followed for 5 years and who she really appreciates for her determination, her calm demeanor, her expressiveness, and an athlete who is calm on the outside, but who transforms when she gets into the blocks. Definitely a moment to remember. Tony Do Yujia from China is another huge lover of our sport. Let's listen to his favorite moment of the year.
Hello, this is Tony Yujia in China. And 2024, the most important thing for sports people is the Olympic Games, especially for me, because Paris is my third Olympic Games as a reporter. And I'm really grateful to Anna for opening the Olympic door to me several years ago. And this year, not only a reporter, but also I played a guest role of one of the team leader of Chinese athletics. I led a Chinese athlete for several months, trained in Florida. So although the Chinese athlete I led didn't achieve very good result this year, but I'm happy that the coach, we worked together, and his two other athletes stepped onto the Olympics podium together. Really, really happy. Also, 2024 has a very special memory for me. That is two Diamond League in China finally opened their door together. First in Xiamen and second in Suzhou. Luckily, I was the announcer for both meetings. My partners and I worked together with Chinese audiences that we made two wonderful nights. The atmosphere was really great and also the performance also great. Just April in Xiamen, the outdoor opener, Mondo set a new world record, 6.24 meters. It was amazing. As for 2025, more meetings will be held in China. One indoors in Nanjing and one relays in Guangzhou. And also there will be two Diamond League, first in Xiamen, second in Suzhou. I will waiting for you here in China. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. The Paris Olympic Games were indeed magic, and a lot of the people who replied chose a moment from those games as their favorite of the year. And Mondo Duplantis, what a season. 3 world records, one of them at the Olympic Games. Fantastic. And yeah, definitely hope to see you in Xiamen and Suzhou. Thank you. Thank you, Yujia. Slovak journalist Zuzana Trojakova, living in Czechia, tells us what she remembers most fondly of 2024.
Hello from Czechia. We had a great athletic year 2024, and we've seen so many great performances. But for me, one was really special. And I think it's not going to be a surprise to all my friends and my colleagues as a former high jumper. I think Jaroslava Mahučík was the best performance of this year, as she broke the world record in women's high jump with 2:10, and we've been waiting for this world record for so many years, 37 years. So it was something exceptional, and I think it was the best what we've seen this year. Sorry to all the sprinters. Thank you. Ciao.
Thank you, Susanna. Mahučík's world record in the Diamond League meeting in June was indeed fantastic. And you can relive it by checking out the interview that we did with her in the mix zone immediately after the competition. It's easy to find. It tops the popular videos on our website. Colombian journalist Julio César Sandoval is a regular guest on our show. Here he tells us about his favorite moments of the year.
Muchas gracias por esta invitación para hablar de lo mejor de la temporada 2024 en Love Athletic. Mira, los momentos más importantes en el mundo, sin duda, que los récords mundiales marcan diferencia, y sobre todo cuando se trata de récords mundiales hechos en los Juegos Olímpicos. Ese majestuoso 6.25 de Armand Duplantis en el salto con pértiga fue sencillamente espectacular en los Juegos Olímpicos de París, y sobre todo porque después, unos días después, hace el 6.26 en Silesia, en Polonia. Creo que eso es uno de los momentos más grandes, no solamente de la temporada, sino de la última década, y esperemos que de pronto hasta de la historia. Y lo mismo pasa con el récord mundial de Sidney McLaughlin de Estados Unidos en los 400 metros vallas. Esos 50-37 marcaron definitivamente la diferencia, y sobre todo también porque fue hecho un récord mundial durante los Juegos Olímpicos de París. Y allí también ganó la medalla de oro con el equipo de relevo 4x400 de los Estados Unidos. No podemos dejar a un lado otro momento importantísimo en la historia, y fue la medalla de oro de maratón de Sifan Hassan en los Juegos Olímpicos, especialmente porque venía de ganar la medalla de bronce tanto en los 1500 como en los 10.000 metros, un hecho histórico para las mujeres en unos Juegos Olímpicos. Y por el lado de Sudamérica, quizás lo más destacado sin duda fue la medalla de oro de Brian Pintado, el ecuatoriano en los 20 kilómetros marcha, que después con su compañera Glenda Morejón hace la medalla de bronce también con el equipo de relevos de marcha maratón en esta prueba novedosa para los Juegos Olímpicos. Igualmente también hay que destacar tanto para Sudamérica como para Colombia el hecho de que Johnny Rentería haya bajado la barrera de los 10 segundos en los 100 metros planos con ese 9.97 que hizo en Bilbao, en España. Con eso se convirtió en el cuarto suramericano de la historia que baja la barrera de los 10 segundos en los 100 metros planos. Hecho que también otro muchacho muy joven, Ronald Longa, ya había logrado con el 9.99 hecho el año pasado en el campeonato suramericano. Creo que esto lo más importante tanto para Sudamérica, por supuesto también para Colombia.
Gracias, Julio. Julio highlights two spectacular world records achieved at the Paris Olympics by Monto Duplantis and Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. Of course, for South America, another high point was the gold medal in the 20 kilometers relay by Ecuador's Brian Daniel Pintado. And from a national point of view, it was the 9.97 national record set by Johnny Renteria, who thus becomes the fourth South American athlete to break the 10 seconds barrier. Let's hear now from Chibuogwu Nadegbulam, who was some years ago a young reporter with the AIPS, the International Sports Press Association, and is now a pillar of the AIPS office. Now, Chibu's favorite sport is not athletics, but she was in Paris for the Olympic Games, and here is her favorite athletics moment of the year.
My favorite athletics moment of 2024 happened during the Olympics in Paris, when Ashad Nadim of Pakistan broke the Olympic record in the men's javelin throw event. I had goosebumps watching from the media tribune as his javelin soared through the Paris sky and landed in the 92.97 meters mark. Even more amazing was how the crowd followed this performance with their eyes as well as their voices, roaring all the way through. One can only imagine how much celebration went on in Pakistan.
Thank you, Chibu. That was truly a historic moment. First gold medal in athletics for Pakistan and in an Olympic record of 92 meters 97. Wow. Mattia Cusano, senior sports editor at Italian daily La Repubblica, tells us about his favorite moment of the year and how it came from a mea culpa, an admission of guilt.
Il mio momento preferito dell'anno riguarda le Olimpiadi di Parigi e parte da un mea culpa nei confronti di Nadia Battocletti per qualcosa che risale agli europei di giugno a Roma, quando lei vinse 2 medaglie d'oro davanti al presidente Mattarella, e io pensai ha fatto bene a dare tutto adesso, perché alle Olimpiadi con le atlete africane non c'è molto da fare. In effetti 3 etiopi, 3 keniane più Sifan Hassan, olandese però di origine etiope, sono veramente un muro invalicabile, però lei in realtà arrivata a Parigi ha dimostrato di crederci fortemente. Si era già visto nella prima gara, nei 5.000 in cui ha sfiorato il podio, poi in quell'incredibile 10.000 in cui lei è rimasta sempre attaccata fino all'ultimo, andandosi a prendere addirittura il primato italiano, ma andando soprattutto ad agguantare Beatrice Chebet, che è primatista del mondo, e per un solo decimo è riuscita a vincere, lasciando alle spalle questa ragazza incredibile che poi ci ha spiegato che aveva avuto dei problemi seri, delle fitte al tendine alla vigilia e anche durante il riscaldamento, che aveva corso con un tape che le era stato messo dal fisioterapista e che poi piano piano col passare dei giri era sceso fino sotto il tallone e dandole la sensazione di pattinare. Insomma, una corsa incredibile che ci ha resi, diciamo, orgogliosi della nostra atletica, anche per la versatilità con cui Nadia è arrivata a questa medaglia, correndo dappertutto, nel fango, nei boschi, in montagna, figlia di due atleti e gioiello di questa spedizione dell'atletica a Parigi, in un'impresa che io avvicino assolutamente ai 100 metri vinti da Jacobs a Tokyo.
Grazie Mattia. Mattia admits that when Nadia Battocletti took gold in the 5 and 10,000 at the European Championships in Rome in June, she thought, well, she did well to peak now because the Olympic Games, with so many strong African athletes, are going to be on another level. Yet Nadia surprised Mattia and many others, first placing fourth on the shorter distance and then earning a brilliant silver medal in the 10,000 meters, in spite of the fact that she was suffering from severe pain in her tendon. For Mattia, her performance ranks as high as the Olympic title in the 100 meters by Marcel Jacobs in Tokyo. Grazie Mattia, grandissima Nadia Battocletti. Cuban-Canadian journalist Javier Clavelo is a huge lover of athletics and a regular on our show. Here are his favorite moments of 2024.
Thank you, Anna. What a busy 2024 season it was, capping obviously the season with the Olympic Games in Paris. Let's go straight to it. Some of the names that I can think of: Sydney McLaughlin, Livroni of the United States with 2 world records in the 400-meter hurdles. Of course, Beatrice Chebet with a historic 5,000, 10,000 meter win in Paris. A lot of distance events, highlights here with Sifan Hassan, Athlete of the Year, 3 medals in Paris. The goal in the marathon only 37 hours after her bronze medal in the 10,000 meters. Faith Kipyegon, 3 consecutive Olympic gold medals for the Kenyan now, world record in the 1,500 meters, and also 3 consecutive goals in this event for the Kenyan. And of course, another historic Nafissatou Thiam becoming the first athlete to ever conquer 3 Olympic gold medals in multi-events, her in the heptathlon. Yaroslava Mahushik of Ukraine breaking the 37-year-old world record in the high jump, now at 2 meters 10. And of course, Ruth Getich of Kenya breaking the 2-hour 10-minute mark in the marathon. And historic wins also for Thea Lafona Dominique and Julian Alfred of St. Lucia in Paris. Switching to men, I would start with Armand Duplantis, taking his world record tally in the pole vault now to 10.3 in 2024. The mark now standing at 6 meters 26. Impressive displays of in the sprints by Noah Lyles. Of course, Letsile Tebogo with an impressive and historic win for Botswana in the 200 meters. Arshad Nadeem of Pakistan, Olympic record in the javelin, first gold ever for that Asian country. And of course, other great displays by Emmanuel Wayonyi of Kenya in the 800 meters, historic season for the 800 meter runners. Grant Holloway, Rai Benjamin, impressive as well in their respective events. Thank you and happy holidays.
Gracias, Javier. Interesting recap of the year. Let's look now at photographers who have a hugely important role in recording the feats of athletes worldwide. And this year, I asked 4 of them to send their favorite photos of the year. Polish photographer Aleksandra Schmigel works for Reuters and has her own company, Running Creatives, and her work is always interesting and original. As you can see, she was even on the cover of Vogue Poland recently. In September 2022, we did a special show with Aleksandra, and she had just finished an exhibition of wonderful photos of female athletes. The photo she chose is from the Olympic Games, of Mondo Duplantis setting the world record with 6 meters 25. And what is wonderful is the different perspective, just Mondo and the crowd, enthusiastic spectators. It almost looks like he is crowd surfing. Thank you, Alexandra, and congratulations. This photo was chosen among the best photos of the year by both Time magazine and Reuters Sports Pictures. Next we have Canadian photographer Klaus Anderson. Let's hear what his favorite pictures of the year were.
Good afternoon, Anna, and season's greetings 2024 Christmas. Looking back at this year, my favorite events obviously came from the Paris Olympic Games, and number one is over my right shoulder, and it's Alicia Newman for Canada winning the bronze medal in the pole vault. She's the first Canadian male or female to win a medal in pole vault in 100 years. So it's quite an athletic achievement. It was also a Canadian record of 4 meters 85. Outstanding performance by her. Number two choice was Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone in the 400 meter hurdles for women. And she's obviously one of the most outstanding athletes in history of the event. And the picture I have of her is from a preliminary round, more about the quality of the lighting, backlighting, and her hair flying up makes it stand out nicely. My third choice is of Faith Kipyegon, who won the 1500 meters, showing outstanding exuberance at the finish line, which she always does, and this was no different than any other event she's won in the last couple of years. So very impressive indeed by her. So those are my three choices for the year. All nice choices, I believe. And I'm also looking forward to going to Tokyo in 2025 in September for my 20th World Track and Field Championships. As you know, Anna, these will be momentous for me because I will be the only one that has covered all 20 to date. And so that's what I'm looking forward to. Again, happy holidays, and we will see you soon.
And here are the great photos Klaus selected, so you can take a closer look. Of course, from a Canadian perspective, the top one is Alicia Newman on her way to winning the bronze medal in Paris in the pole vault. Next, a cool photo of Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, the world record holder in the 400 meter hurdles. And finally, the exuberant joy of Faith Kipyegon on her way to her third 1500 meter Olympic title. Klaus has been covering our sport for a long time, and next year in Tokyo, he will become the first member of the media, either journalist or photographer, to cover all 20 editions of the World Championships. And his passion for the sport was recognized in September when he was inducted into the Ontario Athletics Hall of Fame in the Builders section, which compensates officials, administrators, and members of the media. We see Klaus here with Kate van Berskik, Master of Ceremonies and a former 1500 meter runner, and Paul Osland, President of the Ontario Hall of Fame, who is also a former athlete. And there were many past and present athletes at the ceremony, including, of course, Alicia Newman, but also Rio 2016 gold medalist in the high jump, Derek Drouin. Thank you, Klaus. Congratulations. Our third photographer is Oscar Muñoz Badilla from Chile, and here he introduces himself.
Hola amigos de Love Athletics, mi nombre es Oscar, soy de Chile y los quiero invitar a que podamos revivir los mejores momentos que pude capturar en fotos en la pista este año 2024. Hello friends of Love Athletics, my name is Oscar, I'm from Chile, and I want to share you the best moments that I can capture with my camera this year on the track.
Oscar sent a large selection of his favorite photos from 2024. Let's take a look.
well, always is very difficult to try to select your best moments on the track, especially when it's an Olympic year. But well, if I have to choose, I choose for the first moment the moment when Yaroslava from Ukraine won the gold medal in high jump, because I saw her the first time in Buenos Aires in 2018 for the Youth Olympic Games. So have the opportunity to can know her and see her progression in the sports, becoming world indoor and outdoor champion first, and now have the glory in the Olympics was a very, very special moment for me. The second one is when Tia Lafon from Saint Lucia won the first ever gold medal and even the first Olympic medal for her country. So she was very, very happy, and always I know her from Pan Am Games, so I have this kind of sentimental connection with her. So for me was very important to be at the moments, and especially when she can react and reflects about the legacy that she made for her country. Then is the moment when Walasa becomes the world champion, under 20 world champion in 100 and 200 meters, especially because he ran with Good, who is another very, very, very talented boy. So have the opportunity to can see they running in the minor categories. It's very amazing for me, because you know that they will be the next stars in the next Olympic Games. So it's very good to be at the first moments of when they start rising their careers. Other very special moment for me, and I think that is for most of the people, was when Tara won the gold medal in the high jump, and she came with her husband to celebrate. So everyone knows who inspired this guy. So it was very, very happy. I was very happy to can be very close to the action. Another moment for me special was when Sha'Carri won with her team, obviously the 4x100 meter relays in Paris, because you know she was very uncomfortable with to cannot win gold in the for 100 meters. So this for me was a kind of revenge for this moment. So and she's very powerful. Was a rainy day, so every element makes a very big picture. And obviously Sifan Hassan was one of the best moments of the Olympics, of the all Olympics for me. Have the ability to can become Olympic medal in 5,000, 10,000, and finishing with the marathon. It's really an incredible athlete, and she's an amazing woman too. Another one from Mondo. Mondo, he's broken the world and his own record every 3 months. So we expect this from him, but to see broke the world record again in the Olympic Games with a full stadium of people was very, very impressive for me, and be part of another Mondo record was always is impressive for me. And the last one is not a specific moment, but for me was very beauty and very significant to can see again the Olympic Stadium full of people, because in Tokyo we were in lockdown, so all the galleries, all the venues were very, very full of people. Only the training, the coaches, and the staff people and athletes can see to the venues. So I was very happy to be again in a full stadium with people, seeing the sports, alenting their participants. So for me, these are the best moments on the track for this 2024. Thank you for all.
Muchas gracias, Oscar. And our final photographer is Roger Cedres from South Africa. Let's check out what is his favorite athletics moment of 2024.
Hi Anna and all the viewers around the world. Thank you for allowing me to share my athletics moment of 2024. Akani Simbine, South Africa's 100-meter champion over many years, finally got his major championship medal. It was a silver in the men's 4x100-meter final at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. It's a privilege to have been there to capture those iconic moments. I wish to take this opportunity to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a very, very prosperous 2025. See you next year.
Thank you, Roger. That was indeed special, and I was personally delighted to see Akani finally getting that Olympic medal, albeit in the relay, after so many years of being so consistent at the top of his game. So congratulations to both Akani and to Roger. I will now take the liberty to insert a personal note with one photo of the year that I really like a lot, and it's this one, triple hug between European long jump medalists Miltiadis Tedoglu, Mattia Furlani and Simon Ehammer. I really love the camaraderie and respect these athletes always show for each other on and off the track. And finally, let's hear from some of the top stars in our sport what was their special moment of 2025. First, a champion from the 90s, Anna Fidelia Quirot, the double world champion 1995 and 1997 over the 800 meters. Here is what was special for Ana Fidelia.
Bueno, para mí, momento favorito del 2024 ha sido el haber sido invitada a la ceremonia del centenario de la Asociación Internacional de la Prensa Deportiva, donde allí pude reencontrarme con exatletas como Edwin Monse y otros atletas de diferentes países. Fue algo muy bonito donde se premiaron aquellos periodistas deportivos que han aportado un granito de arena a divulgar lo que acontece en el ámbito del deporte. Y otro momento muy especial para mí, que soy una fan y seguidora de sus resultados, haber disfrutado de ese récord mundial y olímpico de un atleta excepcional como Duplante. Yo creo que fueron esos dos momentos favoritos para mí en el ámbito del deporte, haber disfrutado de los Juegos Olímpicos París 2024. Un beso.
Muchas gracias, Ana Fidelia. She was one of 16 champions invited by the AIPS, the International Sports Press Association, to the centennial celebrations, which took place in Paris in the UNESCO headquarters on August 6th. On that occasion, journalists who had covered 10 or more Olympic Games were awarded with the typical, the classic AIPS journalists on the podium ceremony, and they got their prizes from the champions. It was indeed a special occasion, much appreciated by both media representatives and by the sports legends, including an emotional Nadia Comaneci, as they had a chance to catch up and spend some time with friends and people they admire. And Ana Fidelia's other moment was being in the stadium to witness the gold medal and world record earned by Mondo Duplantis, an athlete she follows and admires. Gracias, Ana Fidelia. We now begin the crop of current stars with the World Athletics Rising Star of 2024, Mattia Furlani. Here is his fondest memory of 2024. E qual è il tuo momento favorito di questo fantastico 2024?
Credo gli europei a Roma. Gli europei a Roma perché era a casa mia, con tutti quanti presenti, è stato qualcosa di impressionante, con la mia gente, è stato uno degli più emozionanti.
Mattia had a fantastic year, recognized by World Athletics. He medaled in every single major competition he took part in, and at the European Championships in June, he set the world under-20 record. That competition was held in Rome, which is very close to his hometown, Rieti, so that was the fondest memory for Mattia. Grazie Mattia, e ancora complimenti. Next is an athlete who made a huge mark in 2024, Botswana's sprinter Letsile Tebogo. He took the Olympic 200-meter gold, but also an impressive series of awards. He was first awarded the prize for the best athlete of the Paris Olympic Games across all sport by ANOC, the Association of National Olympic Committees, and was then named Athlete of the Year by World Athletics fans and by the African Athletics Confederation. At the Diamond League final in Brussels, we had asked Letsile about his season and his favorite moments. Here is his reply.
Every athlete's dream is to have that Olympic gold medal or an Olympic medal. So mine was done the moment I grabbed that gold, and then we also won the silver medal in the 4x4.
You can really be totally proud of the whole year and overall distances.
I mean, I did what nobody could do. Looking at what I went through the Olympics, after the Olympics, the time that I've been running, so I'm happy with what I've did. I just need to get back home and then reset, refocus, and then get the ball rolling.
Thank you, Letsile. Congratulations for a fantastic year. Akani Simbine is another African sprinter who had a great year, his best ever, in fact, dipping 4 times under 10 flat, 2 of them at the Paris Olympics, where he took silver with the 4x100 meter relay after again placing 4th in the 100 meters. We had asked Akani about his favorite moment of 2024 and his dreams for 2025.
So of this great season, what was your favorite moment?
I think the whole Olympic Games, the Olympic Games from the 100 meters. The 100 meters was crazy. Literally, if I ran that,
oh my gosh,
if I ran the 100 meters at that time, at last year's world champion, we got a medal.
Yeah.
The Olympics, the last Olympics, I would have gotten a medal. Since 2016, I would have gotten a medal.
Yeah.
And it just shows like the step up of our crop of athletes that we have now. That we pushing the athletics or sprinting to another level, and we're so close to each other. It can be anyone's game.
Yes.
Anybody's day can get the medal. And it's just. That's how close we are right now. So, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to pushing with everyone and doing it with everybody and just, growing, getting faster with everybody.
And your dream or goal for next year?
The medal. The individual medal,
Absolutely.
Definitely individual medal, a relay medal again, but definitely an individual medal. And just another PB, That's one thing that I think we're getting right, like to peak at the championship.
Yeah.
And for me, it's just making sure we get that done next year again.
Thank you, Akani, and congratulations for a great year. Moving up in distance, the 800-meter men saw a major shake-up of the all-time lists this year, and the top protagonist was Emmanuel Wanyonyi, who first created shockwaves when he took the win at the Kenyan trials in 1:41.70. in the altitude of Nairobi. He then took Olympic gold and shortly after the Games improved his PB in Lausanne to 1:41.11. Let's hear from Wanyonyi about his 2024.
This year, my body is responding very well because I ran my BP. I win in Olympics. It's very good for me. That's my target to win Olympics. Then final Diamond League, I won again. So this season is very good for me.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Wishing you will improve that PB next year. Now, Cole Hawker's victory over 1,500 meters was one of the surprises of Paris Olympic Games. So asking him what was his overall favorite moment would have been too easy. So in Brussels, we asked him what was his fondest memory apart from the Olympic title. Here is his reply. Groundbreaking season. Now, obviously, apart from your Olympic title, what was your favorite moment of 2024?
Besides the title?
Yeah.
I would say the U.S. Championships. Being invited to all these Diamond League races is amazing, and I'm in a different position that I've been in previous seasons. But like I was just saying, the U.S. Championship is such an incredible meet in itself, and so anytime I can win there, it's truly special.
Thank you, Cole. Congratulations for the Olympic title and for a breakthrough year. Now, in that 1,500-meter race, Norway's Jakob Ingebrigtsen was beaten into fourth, but he bounced back a few days later to take the 5,000 meters title, and shortly after the Games, he took the 3,000 meters world record. In fact, he shattered it, a record which had stood since 1996, set by Daniel Komen, and which had resisted in spite of attacks from sporting legends like Haile Gebrselassie, Hisham El Guerrouj, and Kenenisa Bekele. So in Brussels, we had asked him about his favorite moment of the year, and his reply is really interesting. No, it was a great season. So what was your favorite moment of 2024?
I don't know. It's of course it's as I said, I'm very competitive, so of course I enjoy competing, and for me, of course it's different, competing in the Olympics or the Europeans or even in Diamond League, but I really enjoy all the competitions, not equally, but it gets me up in the morning, thinking that I'm gonna race soon, and that's just the way it is. So it's very difficult to compare and separate the different races. And now I'm focused on my next race. So that's how my mind works. Is that it's very difficult to kind of evaluate and reflect on different things. Of course, with experience and looking back and analyzing mistakes and all different things is kind of beneficial, but still it's about performing better in the future. So it's back to training and doing better in the future.
So I like that, just thinking ahead and not sitting on your laurels and thinking, oh, I had such a great season, but thinking already, okay, what's my next race? How can I do that better and better?
Yeah, that's how it is.
Thank you, Jakob. I think this says a lot about him, this mindset of not looking back at your achievements, but instead always focusing on the next challenge. Thank you. So that concludes our favorite moments of 2024. A huge thank you to the athletes, journalists and photographers who sent us their comments. And what was your pick? leave a comment and let us know. We will resume the regular Love Athletics shows around mid-January. In the meantime, wish you a serene ending to 2024 and a joyful, healthy and athletics-filled 2025. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Ciao.